Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Unilumin Distribution Introduction. My name is Bill Liu. In this presentation, there are 4 parts. In this time, it is the era of the modules. Because now the COVID-19 has greatly impacted the global economy. And of course, the people's incomes has been greatly affected and their budget for the project has been much more lower. And can we still use the same product as before? Of course not. So we are going to afford the more affordable and reliable product to the customer. And we have put the product to the market to test, and it has been shown that it has been very successful. And here we will show you some cases of the project showrooms. For the support, we are still going to give you more so that we can use the dealer and the partner policy to achieve the better effect. Now is the post-pandemic time. And it is also the time for the modules. Now let's have a look at the data. The data never lies. Here is the global income data analysis. From this graph, when we look at the population, is more than 10,000 US dollar annual income. We can see that we can just have the 10% of the customer. However, when we look at the income below $10,000, we can get much more customer. Here is the same. Our spending will rise as our income increase, and when we lower the product price a little bit, we can get much more customers. That's why we are going to introduce the module for the market, because it can greatly overcome the cost-effective market, and it will give you more chance for the market share increasing. Here is the custom data. We look at it, we can see that the module export in 2019 has increased by 90%, and the export from January to April 2020 has been close to half of that of 2019. From here, we can see that the module market has been increasing very fast. So that if you want to join the market, join now. Because if you join the market before others, you can get a better chance to develop the market so that you can get a higher market proportion. Here I have 2 questions for you. Do you know which country has the highest module import? And how much has your country imported last year? If you know the answer, please share with us. I know the answer has been a little difficult for you. So let's have a look at the data again. From here, we can see that Russia, the biggest country in the world, it has almost $23 million. India, more than 11 million. And we can see so many markets. Which market do you like best? In my opinion, Hong Kong city is the best. Do you know why? Because Hong Kong is a small city with just about 6 or 7 million population. However, the module market has been up to 6 million. It means what? Almost everybody contribute $1 to this market. And everybody imagine that how much is the population in your country, and when everybody pay $1 to your company. Can you imagine how attractive the market is? Of course, that is the attraction of the modules. From the above data, we can see that the module market is a good market and it's very big. So what kind of product are we going to offer you? Can we still use the very expensive for the market? Of course not. Now we are going to show you a product family of the Unilumia modules. And them, they are the more affordable and the more reliable. From this roadmap, from the right hand side, we can see that we have the P series. The P series is the super cost effective for Unilumin. If you want to buy the lowest price, you can try the P series. And then the TV is a little more expensive. And then we have the energy saving modules, the USF. The USF modules, when you assemble it with the cabinet and the other receiving card and power, we can get the UDA and the UDT. And we never stop ourselves in the research for the better modules products. Now we are still in the research for the smart modules so that we can have more options for the customer. Here we have another question. How Unilumi bring down the product price while we keep the reliable quality? And a lot of customers know that the Unilumi products have been very, very high. So we are going to control the price. The first, of course, Unilumi always persists on our quality standard. It means that all the product from our factory, it means a certain standard. So don't worry about the quality. The quality is still very good and reliable. And the other thing is the raw material. Because Unilumi is the #1 supplier of the LED display. So every time we purchase the raw material in huge quantity, so the unit price of the raw material can be down again. And then we will have the ready stock by mass production. Every time we produce the modules by 500 square meter or 1000 square meter at least, so that the average price will be lower than the others. Because for some small factories, maybe they cannot produce so much because their customer demand is very small. So the unit price is much more higher actually. And we also use the compatible raw material and some equipment. From the beginning, we have considered it because a lot of equipment in the LED display, they are very expensive. Maybe one machine is millions of dollars. If you use the compatible equipment, the price can be down. And the other unique method for Unilumi is that we use the supply competition or the ranking every season or every month. We gather the supply of all, and then we will have a competition. So we rank them for their price and the quality, of course, the delivery time. Because now the material has been in shortage, and the delivery is also a very important reason for us to consider. And the other thing is the technology sharing. You know, Unilumi is a group company, and we have many business sectors. If any of the sectors has some breakthrough in the technology, we will share it among so many business sectors so that the other sectors, they don't need to do the repetition of the same technology research, so that we can save millions of dollars. You know, the cost saved is the profit we can earn. That is the possible for Illumin. For the other small factories, maybe they are still doing the same repetition of the research. That will be a great burden for them. so that their unit price can be higher. You can see that the market is so good, and we have the great product, and we have put them into the test, and we have achieved great progress. So we are going to have a look at some cases of the projects and the cooperation with the partners. From here, we can see that the Unilumin, we have over 700 channels, and we also established a lot of subsidiaries or the service center. In Vietnam and Thailand, for example, we have established the service center that will give the local customer more instant and more professional service. It not only service the module customer, but also the other big clients. Here is the Tunisia showroom. Here we will help the customer design the showroom, how is the layout of the showroom, how to demo the product sample. And the other interesting is that the customer put the Unilumin logo on the vehicle, so that every time they wait on the street, it is a kind of advertising for free. So the more and more customer in this market, if you know about Unilumin, and you can expand the customers. And here is the Vietnam showroom. This showroom is also in a very busy streets, and every day thousands or 10,000s of customers or the passerby saw our Unilumin logo. So that it is also a good way for advertising. More and more people will know about it, and they will come to the showroom. That is another potential customer. They will bring us more business. Here is another showroom of the sample boards. In the exhibition, we are still going to help the customer attend the exhibition. In this year, we attend the VET80 with the customer. Unilumin is the only one LED supplier to visit the exhibition because of the COVID-19 restriction. All the other suppliers, they don't have enough manpower or they don't have the budget for it. The market is big, the product is more cost effective. We are still going to have more right support for you. That's the dealer and partner policy. Here, the most important is the more business. The module is the very important product to expand the cost-effective product. And it will bring much more business opportunities. And the other thing is about the brand awareness. You know, Lumi is the #1 supplier all over the world. You can check the custom data. It's true. It is widely recognized in the world, and it can give you the benefit of improving the profit rate or the margin. It sounds attractive, right? And Unilumin also have more product lines. Module is just the start of our cooperation. You can have more product lines just as the professional display, the rental display, the sports or the stadium solutions, or the architecture lighting. All these product lines can help you expand more customer, get more project, and increase the sales revenue. And what kind of support can we give to you? Of course, for new products, the customer development is a very important reason. So Unilumin, we are going to expand the market, the customer. We will develop together because when we combine ourselves together, we can get more customer easier. And then for the pricing system, because now we have the distributor and the second dealer, the customer. we will divide the price by each level so that this market price will be in order so that we can have a better marketing strategy or the pricing strategy on it. That will be easier for us to expand the market step by step. And that is the marketing. Our Unilumin headquarters, we know the marketing very good and the local customer. They know the customer very good also. So we combine the strengths together. We can have a better marketing effect. And the number 4 is about the training. You know, for a lot of customers, they don't know about the Unilumin product or the company. So we are going to have a training for you. Not only the salesperson, but also the technician and the after-sales service team. We will give you the training according to what you need. And the last is about the sample support. We will have the sample discount for you. Here is the Vietnam Service and Training Center. Here, we will give you the training course. For example, the sales, the after sales, and the other one. After the training, you can give the more professional service to the local customer. And then we can also give you the more instant service. For example, if you have some great project and you need technical support, our engineer, they just go there and give it to you. I think for the customer, if they see our support is more strong, of course they will choose Unilumin. If we help you get more customer projects. Is it sounds attractive? Of course, that's the advantage of Unilumin. We have enough budget to support our customer. For the other one, for example, in Vietnam, Unilumin is the only one to establish the service centers there. Here is the end of this presentation. Here from this presentation, I hope you can know about that the market of module is very big and is developing very fast. And Unilumin, we also have the good and reliable quality for this market. We will give you so much support, and we have approved that this market is very great and we have so many achievements so far. What are you still hesitating for? Come and join us because the market is good and it has a very bright future. Come and join us so that we can work together to expand the market. That's all. Thank you for your listening. Bye-bye. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Unilumin Distribution Business Development Policy. My name is Bill Liu. In the presentation, there are 4 parts. The first is a review of the 2 business modes, and that is the distribution system development. And then is the brand representative plan. And the last one is the support policy. The first, we have a review of the 2 business modes. That is the distribution mode and the project mode. Here, we want to introduce a new mode of the business. It can help the partner to achieve the double sales revenue every year. And this mode has been proved effectively in both the domestic and the international markets. That is the new market strategy for Unilumin. From here, we can see that in 2018, the domestic market had tried this new mode. In the first year, we achieved $37 million. And in 2019, we introduced the new mode to the international market, and we got 108 million. In 2020, the international market has increased greatly in the module market. We have got more than $270 million. In this year, 2021, we are going to have about $500 million. That is our expectation. In here, we will have a comparison between the distribution mode and the project mode. For the distribution mode, on the top, we can see that we can have the higher total profit. It comes from the reasonable profit rate and the huge sales volume. Because when we increase the sales volume, the profit can be higher and higher. One of the features is that the profit of the distribution mode, it will be shared with the different sales levels, such as the distributors, the dealers, and the system integrator. The second feature is about the faster cash circulation. As you know, when you are managing a company, the profit is very important, but the cash flow is also very important. It's like the blood in our body. When it's circulating normally, your company can operate normally. And the distribution mode, we can have a higher ROI achievable. We can also reduce the account receivable. And then in the market, we can have a better management on the pricing system. Because the distribution mode, the profit is shared between the levels. In this way, we can stabilize the distribution network, and then we can use the pricing strategy to open this market and then increase the market share. Later, we can also maintain a smooth relationship between different sales levels. And then, in this mode, the supplier, Unilumi, we can focus ourselves on the technology progress. Because here, if you pay attention to the technology breakthrough, for the smaller project, I think the distributor, they can take care of it by themselves. And for the major big project, we can give the manpower support from Unilumi. And then we can also train the distributors for the service so that we can have a stronger support for the local customer. In this way, we can focus on the product production and the research so that the product is more and more reliable. In comparison, when we compare the project mode, you can see that maybe the profit rate is a little higher than the distribution mode, but the sales volume is much more low, so that the total profit is not that big. And then the project mode, they still have the cash flow pressure. For the project, the company need to invest a lot of money into it. And then the payment term is very long. Maybe some project, they need to do it for half a year at least. And then usually it can up to 1 year or 2 years. And there is also a higher risk of the bad debt. And then is the pricing system disorder. In the market for the project, maybe the price can be different from one to the other. In this way, all the customer will feel that they get the higher price than the others, so that they will feel they are betrayed or they are treated unfair. That is a big problem for the customer system of a supplier. And the other thing is the service. If display supply focused on the project too much, it doesn't have the enough manpower for the service, that it calls the insufficient technical and business service. And the other thing is the service lag behind the sale, so that the customers will begin to complain if in this way the reputation of a supplier will be bad, so that the customer will not come to you next time. That is a big problem. It will be a headache for a lot of smaller suppliers. After the comparison, we are going to discuss how can we achieve the distribution system. So let's have a look about the evaluation of the partners and the dealer. The first is the roadmap of the distribution system. From here, you can see in the Lumin, and under it, there will be a golden partner and then the major customer like the VIP customer. For example, some big company of the media, a very big one. The Lumin will have special direct support to them. And under the golden partner, there will be a silver dealer. Then the down is the end user. In this situation, we also have a better management, because for the major customer, in Lumin, we have the direct support. When they are going to buy the module product, we also guide the VIP customer to buy from the golden partner. In that way, it will protect the partners, and the VIP customer can also have the instant or more professional from the local partner. On the picture, it is the distribution partner in Vietnam. We went to the Vietnam market in 2021. You all know that this year is quite hard because the COVID-19 becomes waves after another. But Unilumin, we have sent 4 persons to this market because we have paid great attention to it. We have proved that the distribution mode has been very effective in this market, and it can help us expand market share very fast. Do you want to try one? Yes, that's a good idea, because this mode can help you earn more money, especially during the pandemic time. Here is some cases of the distribution partner. In Tunisia, we have a golden partner. In Vietnam, we have another partner for the distribution. In India, we also have established the cooperation with many partners. Here is one of the sample. Do you know how do we evaluate the golden partner? Here are the key factors for reference. Of course, the following requirements differ from one country to the other. For example, when we are doing the business in India, because the market is very big, of course, the factors for consideration, the level is higher. For the smaller market, for the other group countries, that standard will be lower, because this one is just for reference. So let's have a look. First, we need to see the office size and the employee number. The best is that the office location, it can be in the major city, just like in the capital city. And then it should be with a big showroom, so that we can attract more customers to buy our product. And then is the technician. Technician number can provide the local service. The other thing is the service ability and the experience. And there is the sales target and the stockpile. After we sign the contract with the partner, they need to order the first order. is also very important. We are going to have the plan for the future market and the annual stockpile capacity. And then how are they going to deliver the product to the local sub-dealers? And later is about how to develop the sub-dealer network. We need to see how many sub-dealers it has, how much the total sales and volume each year. And that is the local marketing, when you are going to enter a new market, advertising or the marketing is very important for help you to increase the market share. For example, we will check how many marketing campaign each year and their budget, how many exhibitions or road shows or open days are they going to have. Here is an example. The ABC Corporation Limited is a golden partner in Vietnam. So we are going to have a sales target for them. Every year, about 2 million US dollar. And the exhibition, the roadshow, every year together, it is 8 times. And the office area is about 500 square meter. The warehouse should be more than 200 square meter. Showroom also should be bigger one. For the team members, there should be more than 15% in pre-sales, after sales, the sub-dealers, and the showroom of the sub-dealers. They are also a key feature for evaluating the customer. Here is about the brand representative plan. We are going to build a flagship store all over the world. Before all of that, we need to evaluate the partner. Here we have a look on the brand representative system. Here is the same. Under Unilumi is the national flagship representative. And then under it, there will be authorized representative. They are distributed all over the country so that they can reach more end users. Here is exhibition in Vietnam. That's a Viet ID. Here is the example how do we evaluate the flagship. The first, the showroom should be bigger. The office should be about 500 square meter. Warehouse should be more than 800 square meter. This one is in India, so the annual target should be higher than 5 million. And the exhibition and a roadshow every year should be 10 times. Salesperson is more, 50, the pre-sales 15, and the showrooms or the other, that should be much more than the India market. Yeah, let's have a look at the brand representative design. Here, we use the ULAMP logo. From the picture, it is how we design it. For the area of the logo board for the golden partner, it should be more than 15 square meter. For the reception design, here is like this. Later, we will help you design the showroom, the reception, or the product sample demo. For the part 4 is about the support policy. We have the subsidy and the training and the marketing and pricing support for the partner. Here, let's have a look about the policy. The subsidy on the showroom designing and building samples. We will give them some subsidy because building a showroom, it will cost a lot of money. and for us, we will support you. For the training, we not only train on the pre-sales, but also sales and the after sales team. So that all the staff member of your company, they will be more and more professional. In this way, the customer will receive a better service. Sometimes the customer development. For some markets, maybe they don't know about the Unilumi brand or the partner. So we are going to develop together with them. That is the marketing campaign. That's like the exhibition. Yes, we know that in the pandemic, the exhibition or the other marketing activity is difficult, but we can do it online. The online one we can access to more customers. And then we will have a pricing system management. In this way, the market, they will have different level of price. And then we can keep the market in a good order. For some small factories, they don't care about the pricing system and they just want to sell the product at different price to anybody. What's the outcome? Maybe the market, the customer will feel they are not fair because they always feel that the supplier give a lower price to the other distributors, so that they will feel unhappy, and later they will not promote their product anymore. Here is for the training. The sales training, we will talk about the sales strategy, some business opportunity, how are we going to improve the sales skills and the knowledge of the product. And then we will have the after sales service training. You can send the engineer to our service center or to our headquarter factory for the training. We will use the practice training for you so that later you can service the customer by yourself. For example, like repairing the modules or the configuration of the screen or some regular maintenance. And the three is the technical training. Here we will talk about the LED display and some other lighting. In this way, we can open the market better because the technology, if you are more professional, the customer will be convinced easier. Here is the example of the training. Here is the customer service center in Vietnam. How are we going to empower the distributors? That's it. For the sales team or the other one, we have the LED basic knowledge training. From here, we train the customer according different company. Because for some companies they don't know about the LED basic knowledge, but for the others, they would like to know more high-end or advanced technology. For the new technology this year, it should be the XR or the 3D. If we train them better, so that the customer can see more business opportunity. That will be also very important to persuade the customer to order from them. From the right-hand side, we use the module maintenance training. From here, this one is repairing the modules. And this one, it can cost a lot of time, but if you pay back, because if you train the distributor so that you have more manpower to service the local customer. The more engineer we have, the better and the on-time service we can provide to the customer. Here we can also have the technical support on site Because for some big project, we can go to the site and we will tell the customer. For example, for the outdoor product, they need to consider about the brightness and the protection and maybe the visual effect and a lot of very important features. In this way, Unilumin, the technical solution, will be better than the others. For example, two suppliers are there. If Unilumin can provide the site support, of course, the customer will be more happier. And on the right hand side, we can see we are going to inspect the project, and sometimes we can also do the instant maintenance if necessary. Because for the indoor product such as the professional display, actually a lot of factors will affect the screen. For example, you cannot have the AC airflow at the screen directly. And how are you going to maintain the screen? That are also very important. If you go to the site, you can see the environment and the condition of the screen so that you can have better service and have a specific solution for it. For the marketing campaign, for the branding, the headquarter marketing team will do a lot of activity with the local customer. And then for the showroom design and the building, we will design the room for you better, where to put the product and where to put the company introduction and how to introduce this one to the customer or to the visitor. In this way, we can show the end user that our partner or our distributor, they are very professional. They know their product very well. And that is the exhibition and the roadshow. We also provide the marketing material for the customer, such as the design and the technical support, and the sales support exhibition, and the roadshow. Here is the support in the exhibition. From here is the Vet ID. On the right hand side, we are going to configure the screen for the customer. Because for some customer, maybe they don't know so clearly about the modules at the beginning. Such a technical support is very important for them. If you teach them well, they will learn very fast so that they can have the better service to the customer. For the pricing system, mainly there are so many levels. The first is about the golden partner price. If you decide and build the pricing system with you, and the golden price will be very competitive. And then is the silver dealer. And the last is about the market price. When you selling the product to the end user, how much is the profit rate? It will be agreed, and we do it as we agreed. Okay, that is the end of this presentation. I hope now you can see the policy of Unilumin. As we know that we can have the support for building the showroom in the marketing as well as the pricing system and developing the customer. In this way, we can help the distributor to better occupy the market share. Now, what are you still hesitating? Come to join us. Unilumin is waiting for you, and we are going to look forward for the cooperation. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your listening.